Hello again, Kelly. What updates can you provide at this time?
All right, so Buki, Jeff, and Kayode, I mean, we had thought that we would leave the Ojota for a moment and head towards the Ikeja under bridge area. But guess what? The numbers here have tripled in the last 1 hour or less. Just a moment ago, the protesters were having some really nice time here, playing some conscious music. They had to also sing the national anthem, but then again, they had to revert to the old national anthem here. So it was moving on very smoothly until after some time, this particular road here was shut down or has been shut down. As you can see, there's no vehicular movement. If you can see on my back here, the motorists would have to have a hard time having to pass through this particular Ikorodu road at the moment. So that's what we can tell you as we speak right now. But then again, to the protesters, 360 to our viewers, if they can have an idea, a feel of what it is here at the Ojota area, Lagos, Nigeria. So this is how it is. Movement has been really hectic here because it takes a while for vehicular movement to go through this particular road. Then again is the fact that the organizers of the protesters are asking the demonstrators to now park, to go inside the park, and the protesters here they have declined to do that. Some have gone inside the park, but many others are still right here on the road. They are resisting. They do not want to go inside the park. Some have told me behind camera that they don't want to be confined inside the Gani Fawewimi Park here in Ojota, Lagos. So it's becoming a bit rowdy. The organizers somehow have perhaps losing control of the numbers here that are gathering at the Ojota area. Let's see if we can bring you one or two of the protesters to share with us what exactly they are saying, what exactly the issues are. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. All right, let me speak with you. So what's the issue for you? Why are you not going inside the park?
We are not going inside the park because protest is mainly to be done at the road. You know, when you block the road, that's when the government will know that we are serious with our mandate. You telling us to go back inside there is like hosting a party. You understand? I've never seen anywhere protest is done whereby people will do it inside. If it's that one, we'll just know that it's gets together. But I left my house to come and protest. You understand? We didn't come to come and have party or street jam. Thank you.
All right. So that's what it is. It's becoming really rowdy. They are resisting. They do not want to go inside the park. They want to protest right here on the road to ensure that grievances are heard and all of that. So that's what it is right here for the protesters here at Ojota. Back to you.
All right, Kelly, I'm wondering if you can still hear me. The place, can it contain the number of people that are on the road? So let's look at space and ability to contain them.
Well, so I think it can perhaps contain the number of persons here. But the fact is this: the last 1 hour, 60 minutes ago, this was not what we had here. So the numbers are increasing by the day. Somehow I think the security presence here has perhaps reduced a bit. So the numbers of protesters they are beginning to come out a bit more, and so it can't take them perhaps, but it's the fact that they feel confined. And look at what is going on now right here with those who have to try to pass here. Some try to block vehicular movement, while others try to see how they can ensure and aid movement. If we can just pull out a bit more, let's see what we can establish for our viewers if they are watching us here. So this side is, take a distance to my right hand side here. See the number of persons here to my right. Some have moved inside the park, by the way. Some protesters have moved into the park, but some are right here outside the park. They have resisted this particular instruction. They say they want to stay on the streets and make their grievances and demands heard.
Before we let you go, Kelly, you had mentioned the issue of infiltration by some people. What's the latest update with that? Because Benga Motusho, the commissioner, said government did not send anyone to come and, distract or infiltrate those that are protesting, that everybody has a right to gather wherever they want to gather.
Yes, so we had actually spotted some guys walked in an hour ago thereabouts, but somehow those guys left. But one of the reasons the organizers are giving for the need for the protesters or demonstrators to move inside the park is the fact that they have their own insecurity intel, and so what they have heard, what they are seeing, or what they are hearing is not too good, and so that's why they had thought it is better for them to go inside the park so that they can avoid any sort of disruptions or. But the others make their demands felt.
All right. Well, Kelly, I understand that, as you said, it's getting rowdy, but I can see that there's been some sort of allowance for the vehicles to pass through. But speak to us about security presence. How secure is the place? How much of a control does it look like the security operatives have, and their deployment as well? Kelly.
All right, so like I reported earlier on, there was a heavy presence of security officials here when we arrived here. But I think that somehow those numbers have reduced now. We cannot see so much of the security presence here. My cameraman can give our viewers a 360 again, and let's see if we can pull out and let's see more. So there you go, some pockets of security officials somewhere to my extreme right there. They are just littered and scattered around, not as heavy as we saw them on ground here when we arrived. If our viewers are also watching around the world, above the bridge as well, on the expressway, we can see some officials as well, where they were stationed there at some point. But as it were, after a while, they keep moving and patrolling this area. So security officials are here, the police is here, the NSCDC pockets of the officials were here on ground. Manowar, the Labour Watch as well, was also on ground a moment ago, and vigilante groups as well. But I think that the numbers have reduced a bit a few minutes ago.
Absolutely, stay safe.
So let's bring in this protester. So he has really been wanting to speak. Let's give him the opportunity to air his view. So what's your name?
My name is Wisdom. Who do Wisdom?
All right. So
this is the policeman. The governor will come now to tell them to pursue us so that we can go inside and protest. We are saying no. We are not going inside to protest. If they are here to protest us, they should not disturb us. We have not caused any violence. They are the ones that have injured some of our people yesterday for going home. Of course, we show. They injured some of us. And this is an act of telling us to go inside. And there's somebody in the act of to tell us to go inside and protest for what? We don't have God. They shoot us inside their kids. This is not the first time it's happening. They have killed people yesterday. So they are telling us to go inside and they can shoot us. No, we are not going inside.
Look, guys, that's what the story is right here at the Gani Fawemi Park, Ojota, Lagos, Nigeria. There is that resistance. Some protesters have gone inside the park, but others, many more others, have rather insisted they're going to stay right here on the road and make their grievances, their grievances and demands felt by the government. You can see the police officials too to my also trying to protest as well. It's really becoming rowdy. My cameraman, do well to just give us that shot as well. It's really becoming rowdy, guys. It's becoming really rowdy. There's the resistance. It's really becoming and rowdy right here. It's really becoming rowdy and violent right here. Off the camera.
Well, Kelly, if you can hear us, you might need to find a safe spot where you can film from. You're watching live images from the Ojota area of Lagos. Our correspondent Kelly Giga has just been hit. His microphone fell off and the battery as well. So he's trying to... All right, Kelly.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Let police give us a chance here. Let police give us a chance. With them.
All right, so it's really becoming violent. It's really becoming violent. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment, guys.
Calm down, calm down.
All right, it's really becoming rowdy and a bit violent. Just a moment ago, one of the protesters actually snatched our Channel TV mic and slammed it on the floor. That's how rowdy is becoming here. So there's a back and forth as to whether or not some protesters can go inside here and some can stay on the road. Some want to go inside, some have gone inside, but others have decided to stay right here on the road. The arguments for those against those who are on the road is that they want some sort of vehicular movement. But the protesters and demonstrators, they feel confined. They feel if they go inside there to protest, they feel restricted. And so that's the fear for these ones. They want to stay on the road right here and make their grievances and demands felt. Guys.